Hello viewers all around the world. In this video, I will explain all about configurations and teach you how to set the right one. Let's get started. We will be going over configuration structure, then what is a database, what is a strategy, and then I will tell you about the different strategies that are available within the RouleGENIUS app. The configuration structure. The predictions of RouleGENIUS is based on two important pillars, a database and a strategy. A successful configuration means not only setting the right database, but also defining the right strategy for your specific roulette. Just to give an abstract idea, the database is like a list of ingredients you need for cooking a specific dish, while the strategy are the instructions for preparing it. If you don't apply the instructions, aka the strategy, and just mix the ingredients, you can't reach a tasty meal. So let's go ahead and dive deeper to understand the real concept. What is a database? A RouleGENIUS database is a list of numbers that came out at roulette during previous spins. The list is not random, but it keeps information about the order of how exactly each number came out, and through it, RouleGENIUS studies the algorithm of your specific roulette. What is a strategy? A strategy is the method that RouleGENIUS should apply for getting the specific predictions you require. For example, if you want to bet on red and black, then RouleGENIUS needs to track the colors of each number from the database. If you want to bet on dozens and columns, then RouleGENIUS needs to focus on the position of each number, basically which position on the table those numbers landed on. So now that you know what a database and a strategy is, let's see the RouleGENIUS configuration window so we can understand how it works. To open the configuration panel, you'll need to click on Settings from the top menu. As you can see, the configuration is split in two parts. The first part allows you to choose a database, and the second part requires you to select a strategy. Please note that if you do not select a strategy and define a database, the software will not give you any predictions. Now, let's speak about database options. RouleGENIUS offers three different options for setting a database. You can choose RouleGENIUS database, your own database, or the VIP database. The RouleGENIUS database is the most generic one, which requires you to define your specific roulette based on its name and its platform. The name is easy to find out. You see it before launching the roulette game. The platform, however, is the name of the company that created that specific roulette, such as Playtech, Entertainment, NetEnt, Evolution, and much more. It is not the casino brand where you play. So, to help you understand better the difference, the casino is like a market, and it buys games from licensed platform companies, like farmers, to offer them on their website to players. In fact, when you just launch a roulette game, usually you can see during the loading screen the name of the platform company who created that product. Important side note, if there doesn't exist a loading screen on your roulette, or it doesn't have a platform, most likely that roulette game is not licensed, and we hardly advise on playing on it. In case you cannot find your specific roulette through the given RouleGENIUS database, you can upload your own database. The procedure is very simple. First, you will create your own database. Second, you will upload the database. And third, you will enjoy predictions given to you by the software. And remember, in the end, always save your results. To create your own database, you just need to collect manually about 600 to 800 numbers that came out at your specific roulette. This is very important, the order of numbers on how you write them down. So let's create a database together. First, you're going to want to create a TXT file and start collecting numbers by writing them in a column without any extra characters like commas or periods in between. Please note that the latest numbers that come out at roulette is at the end of the list. so the oldest numbers collected are at the very top of the list. Let's show you how to upload and use it. So first you'll have to click on the Choose button, and then you will select the database file, which should be a TXT file, and then click on the Upload button. The software will inform you that it was uploaded successfully. Now, by clicking on any number, the software will show predictions as blue rectangles. Remember that the darker the blue color is, the higher the percentage of winning. At the end of a roulette session, remember to save the list. The VIP database is the most accurate and highly profitable database because the configuration isn't made based on the name of your roulette and the platform, but based on your specific casino brand. This is a personalized solution, which allows you to give RouleGENIUS 100% of the information about your specific roulette, so the results of your profit and income will definitely increase. Please note that the VIP database is allowed only to VIP clients with a valid VIP package. Every single VIP account has a unique configuration, so the option you can see in this account, like Lightning, American, and French Roulette, will be different than the one you have. Your VIP account will include the roulette names and casino brand where you play. When you buy a VIP account, you will be asked to provide up to 3 different roulette names and casino brand websites. The RouleGENIUS assistant team will study the algorithm of the 3 roulettes you provided and will upload it into your specific VIP account needed for the RouleGENIUS predictor. You can change any of these 3 roulette options at any time by contacting the RouleGENIUS assistant team. Now that you have a clear view about database options, let's check out the strategies. There are 5 default strategies you can choose from, and as you can observe, there exists an option to define a personalized strategy. So let's start with the most commonly used strategy, the XX hot numbers prediction strategy. This strategy shows predictions for single numbers, so the RouleGENIUS predictor will study the database you choose, assuming that you're going to bet only on single numbers. Suppose we choose 10 as the amount of predictions. If we now click on Getting Predictions, as you can observe, you will see only 10 hot predictions to bet on. Please note that there are also other numbers which are hot, and you can recognize them based on the occurrence value in the corner. But since you decided to bet only on 10 numbers, the software is showing the hottest 10 predictions it calculated. Please note that these 10 hottest predictions are also showed on the wheel predictor, so you can find out what are the hottest areas where usually the ball ends up after a specific number. In case you want to see all the hot numbers that RouleGENIUS found out, then you should leave the space empty next to the XX. So by removing the number 10 and clicking again on a number, as you see, all the hot numbers are showed. For the rows and dozens strategy, this option will inform RouleGENIUS that you want to bet only on rows and dozens, so the predictor will study the position of the hottest numbers based on their position on the table, and will study which column and dozen they belong to. The software will show the results as percentages of winning, and the highest percentage will be evidenced through a blue rectangle. If you're interested in playing outside bets, this strategy shows predictions for red and black, even and odd, low and high. Similar to the previous strategy, RouleGENIUS predictor studies the color and the type of numbers and shows the percentage of winning. Neighbors and finales. This strategy shows predictions on single numbers, but the way that the RouleGENIUS defines them is different. The software studies firstly the hot numbers, and for each of them, they analyze the neighbors on the roulette wheel and the finales. If there are multiple matches, RouleGENIUS will consider that number as a prediction. Let's give an example. Let's suppose that you need predictions for 3 red. RouleGENIUS studies the hot numbers for 3 red And let's suppose that it finds out that 21 is a hot number. Firstly, it analyzes the finales, that is 1 red, 11 black, and 31 black, because they all end in the number 1. Then it analyzes the neighbors on the wheel of the hot number, 21 red. And those two neighbors are 2 black and 4 black. In the end, it checks if any of these numbers, 1, 11, 31, 2, or 4, were previously a hot number of 21. If yes, then the number is considered as a potential winning number. So in conclusion, today I've showed you how to configure your RouleGENIUS software so that you get the most accurate predictions. I've explained to you what a database is and how we collect information and lists based on your specific roulette or casino. And then I talked about specific strategies that you can use while you play at any type of roulette. Remember that each prediction will be evidenced with a blue highlighted square. The darker the highlight, the higher the percentage of winning. RouleGENIUS. More powerful, more innovative, and more genius.